We're going to check every single one of your boxes today. Well, maybe not every one of them, but all the big things that you guys ask about, we have in this neighborhood today. I have a house over 3,000 square feet in a great school district in a growing part of the Metroplex with a phenomenal property tax rate. Those are the big three that everybody always asks about. Of course, we'll get into the affordability of all the fun stuff. So I want to show you this home because it is absolutely a stunner. Let's go check it out. So we got our 3-car garage, which means we're on at least a 60-foot lot. So out here, 50s, 60s, and 70-foot home sites. This is a brand new phase. Okay, really quick. So you got to imagine there's a wall that goes right here. So open it up for the sales office, and then there's your garage door opener. Okay, 3,000 square feet. You have just so much to see. Here we go. So we got right off the entry, we've got our study, glass doors as an option. Again, if you're working from home, you can set it. Look, I'm gonna show you what you can just show you your doors. You just close them. Personally, I prefer to not have the glass doors just because like it's one more area that has to be cleaned and ready when people come over. But my personal opinion, and you can have your opinion and I can have mine, and it's okay. So double the glass doors. And then right here we have our laundry room. So this would be your secondary downstairs bedroom, and we have our shower. Now it's funny, somebody asked me the other day, a new client, she's like, Zach, we hear you talk all the time about the idea that you don't want tubs and you want to get showers. And then she's like, did your ideas change since you're about to have a baby? And I was like, no, they haven't. We're like 6 weeks from a baby. And maybe after having a baby and needing a place to bathe them, my ideas will change. But for now, I am pro make it a shower. Like, so downstairs bedroom, great setup for parents or visitors or whatever. Closet. Ooh, the other side. Boom. Okay. And then we've got our storage closet across the way. All the way back. Now, we'll go up those stairs here in just a second, but I want to show you. You get this beautiful 2-story living room, which is awesome. I think this is living, it's a kitchen, and then you still have a loft space. Here's what I love about the way this is designed. You still have, if you want the 2-story, you still have the loft space, but it's not directly over your living room, so that you get these high, huge ceilings. All right, let's go through the kitchen. Check it out. I got the open. Now, this right here, some people love this idea. Some people are like, not into it. Let me know. How do you feel about this idea where we go kitchen to dining straight into living? Do you like it like this? Or would you prefer it to be more closed off, right? Okay. So then we'll go through kitchen area, looks good. Check the pantry, see if it fits. Again, 3,000 square foot home. I would say pantry wise, it's good size comparatively. And into your primary oasis. I don't know if you can see, but look, we got a vaulted ceiling in our primary. This is one of those things where it's like, it's just those little touches that add such a nice feel. Spend your money if you're building. It's places you spend your money. Kitchen, your bedroom, your bathroom, because you're going to be in those spaces every single day. So, double doors into the bathroom, tub. Now, Y'all know. Listen, I'm just gonna hold on. These tubs are super pretty. I could fit. I'm not gonna embarrass myself and get down in there, but I could fit. So many people like these freestanding tubs. I think they're super pretty, but the challenge is you got to clean back behind here. And if you do whatever, but also I want you to know, look at this design really quick. I'm gonna flip you to the floor. So different floor tile. So we've got floor tile, and then they kind of did this like accent thing, but then look, it carried through the shower and went all the way up. That's the first time I've seen it. That's a really cool idea, concept. So, and then wash closet and closet. Now, okay, let's go check the patio. And I'll show you kind of that, because like I said, the really cool thing is all of these lots, 50 foot, 60 foot, and even a couple of 70 foot lots left, which means you get tons of space. So here we go. Patio wise, good size, covered patio. And then backyard. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there, that is Melissa High School. So you're like, Zach, you told us this is a really great house. You didn't even tell us where you were. We're in Melissa, specifically in Meadow Run. So here's what I want to do. I want to kind of give you some preliminary information on where we're at, location-wise, things like that, why we love this area, and then we'll go upstairs, and then we'll come back down and do all of the pricing and fun stuff. So let's go sit in the study for a second and talk some information about location and the builder we're talking about today. All right, real quick, if you're curious, like I said, we're in Melissa, and if you're new to this whole DFW map, you're like, I don't even know where that is. North of the Metroplex along 75. So like as you're, used to, as you were leaving DFW going to Oklahoma, it'd be like, oh, you get to McKinney and Allen and all of that, and then you get, oh, there's nothing. Well, now Melissa, Anna, Van Alstyne, this is where a big, this is kind of like a quiet boom. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on up here. They just opened an HEB. They have a Buc-ee's. If you're working in, McKinney or Plano or Allen or anywhere like that, this might be the place to consider. It's still got that quiet small town feel. Pricing, not crazy. I mean, it's not, I will tell you, this is not a $300,000 community, but this is also not a $800,000 community. So I will get to pricing later on in our video, but I did want to show you. This particular neighborhood is sandwiched in between elementary school on the back side and Melissa High School right on the front side. And then just right down the road is the brand new middle school that Melissa ISD just opened. So they're spending a ton of money trying to build some of the top rated facilities and amenities for their students. They are growing in their academics. They've already been really good in academics. They are becoming a perennial powerhouse in athletics. I think the softball teams, the football teams, they're building some good stuff. So if your kids are athletes and you're like, oh, we want to compete at a high level, Melissa might be the place to be. Of course, if you're looking at like grade wise, like how does this district grade out? Because so many people buy houses based on their parents, or not their parents, but their kids and the school system. So according to niche.com, can I show you? What's that right there? That is an A. A for academics, A for teachers, A- for clubs and activities, A- for diversity, A for college prep, and A for administration. So you want the good school district. I found it. You want the great location. Again, just off 75, like shoot, right back down into Dallas with some great quiet areas. I found it. Now, talk about the builder. This home was built by Pacesetter. And if you've been around my channel at all, I'm a big fan of Pacesetter. We built with them 6 years ago, had a very positive experience, and they're one of my favorite builders to work with, right? So not super massive. They're going to sell probably anywhere between 300 and 400 homes a year, but their quality, they do a really, really good job with the quality that they put into their home. Their customer service goes over really, really well. And I'm always really impressed with what I get, like with what we get and what clients get based on like, hey, the price versus the value versus what's included. I think they do a really good job with that. So you're looking at Melissa, you have a lot of options, but this would definitely be Meadow Run, and specifically Pacesetter would be something that I think you should consider. Now, I want to lead you with this, and then I promised you I will take you upstairs and I will show you all the rest of the house, because again, 3,000 square feet is what this house is. So if you're curious and you're like, Zach, what do we do? I have options for you. Well, option number one is a call, a text, or an email, or a Zoom call directly with me. Like, let's set up a conversation, let's answer some questions, and let's figure out what your next step is. That's option one, kind of rolled up together. Option two is like, hey, you know what, Zach, we're not ready for that yet. We just want to look on our own. Awesome. QR code, right? Yeah, that side right there. That'll take you to the website. You can browse builders, floor plans, communities. It's all the new construction stuff. It's directly there. And look, by neighborhood, or look by builder, or look by floor, whatever you need. And I promise I'm not gonna like spam you, blow you up, and then we can chat when you're ready. So those are your two options. If you're ready, need help. Again, if you're here in DFW and you're like, well, I remember when Melissa was nothing. Or if you're like coming to DFW, and you're like, oh, let's go check out Melissa or anywhere else. So enough of my rambling. Let's go hit the stairs and see everything that's going on the second level of this beautiful Westbury home. All right, let's head up the stairs. This big, beautiful spiral staircase. Look at that. Good deal. All right, upstairs. Okay, we're gonna save what's over there for just a second. I'm gonna come right. Yeah. So, bedroom number 3. Same closet. And then bathroom. They kept the tub here. I think it's good to have at least one. So they kept it there. Now, come across. You've got bedroom 4. And then this one has 2 closets, right? 1. Yeah. 2 for random storage. Not sure what we do here. What's this? 3. Why? Zach is confused. 1, 2, 3. I feel like you should push one of these walls out, but even without it, this is a good size room. I wonder if it's because of the elevation. Pacesetter friends, help me out. Taylor or Maddie or someone in the office. Why does this bedroom have 3 closets? So confused. Anyway, so this one has its own bathroom as well. So everybody has their own bathroom, and you have a powder bath downstairs. So game room area, and then you step up into a really large media room. Yeah, and then I think there's probably an option to say, hey, let's put some doors on this thing. So step up into the media room, good space. This house definitely feels like way more than 3,000. It's laid out super well. So let's go down to the kitchen, and maybe I'll shot one more time of the upstairs. Again, 2-story ceiling in the living room. All right, go down to the kitchen. I want to talk to you about pricing, lots, tax rates, inventory, all that fun stuff. All right, I've told you where we're at. I've told you about the builder. Now we need to talk about the taxes, the pricing, and all of that fun stuff. So HOA, you're gonna get the pool and the playground, and your HOA dues for the year are $1,000. That's really good. Now taxes, A lot of people keep asking me, especially as affordability keeps getting, it just keeps getting more expensive. And one of the biggest things that helps control that is your property tax rate. So a lot of people keep asking me, Zach, where are these neighborhoods with no MUDs and no PIDs? Well, lucky for you, I'm standing in one. So Meadow Run has no MUD, no PID, and a total tax rate of 1.9428. So 1.94, right? So under a sub 2% tax rate, which is absolutely incredible. I'm gonna show you the map really quick because we've got some options. So like you've got space. Again, I told you some 50s, some 60s, and even a couple of 70-foot lots. Now, pricing wise, so if you want this particular floor plan, they do not have one of these currently on their inventory, but they do have the ability to build it. So if you wanted to build this plan, let me look it up. Let me pull up my notes. So this is a Westbury, remember, for reference. It's a 2-story, 4-bed, 3-bath study game room with the 2-car garage. The base price to build this one. So you're going to start at the base, and then you're going to add in, your lot premium and all your design stuff. And then, Janie and Stephanie, who are the wonderful sales agents out here, we're going to help you with the design incentive, get you taken care of. Base price on this one, $537,900 for the base elevation. So you start there, add in all your stuff. You're probably, realistically, after you go to design, as long as you don't go crazy, you're probably somewhere in the 550 to 570 range, maybe a little less depending on what you pick. So this house, again, 3,000 square feet in a A-rated school district with a no MUD and no PID. I can't find it anywhere else. Like I can't check all of those boxes. And if I do, it's, 600 or 700. So checking that box in a mid-5 is pretty incredible. Now, if you're like, Zach, that's still outside of our budget. That's fine. If you're, again, trying to build, and all of these pricing are subject to like when you're seeing this video. If you see it right after it comes out, this pricing is probably pretty close to accurate. If you see it like a year from when it came out, this pricing is probably not accurate. And either way, we need to have a conversation because I want to make sure you get updated pricing, and I want to make sure you get the best deal possible. And especially with somebody like Pacesetter, you will not find another real estate agent in DFW that sells more deals with them than I do. I asked, I was like, hey, am I at the top? They're like, oh yeah, you're like top 2. I'm like, awesome. We love that. So I know what we're talking about. I know how to get you the best deals with them. So if you're looking to get in this neighborhood, the most affordable option is an 1,871 square foot plan. It's called the McKinney. Base price there is $419. So drop, $120,000, and then $419. You're probably sitting at $430 to $440, give or take, depending on what you do. And if you want to go super crazy, you're like, Zach, this house is not big enough. I need something even bigger. They got you. Listen, you could go all the way up to 3,400 square feet out here with a sandstone plan. Base price there is $599. So that one's going to start pushing really, really quick. Now, inventory wise, because I always want to talk about inventory, because again, on inventory homes, builders do stuff like this. You see that? Can you see that? That says a rate as low as 4.75 on select homes. Yes, inventory homes, and some additional monies for your closing costs. So we talked about inventory, and you said, hey, I want to be in quick. I don't want to take the build process. If you wanted, let me see. Let me pick a favorite on here. Let's do this one. The Addison 2, which is a very, very popular floor plan for Pacesetter. It has 4 beds, 3 bath, a game room in between the bedrooms, and a study. It is, what is it? 24, almost 2,500 square feet. You could get into that one for $479. Super good plan. And then they've got a new plan that I keep wanting somebody to build, and I haven't actually sold this plan yet. I want to sell it. It's a 4 bed, 3 bath, 2-story, 2,900 square feet. It's called a Brighton. I'm going to grab it out of the book because I want to show it to you guys really quick. You see, I think it's wrong. Like, I think it's it says 2-story, but it's pretty sure it's a 1-story. Look, check it out. So here we go. Boom. Look at the options on this, right? Gotta love it. Gotta bing, bada boom. But when you look at it, check it out. We get 3 bedrooms flanked by a game room, master bedroom, study, and dining. And then it has a tandem 3-car garage. I keep trying to get people to, you can extend the patio. You can add a multi-gen suite. Look at that. Keep trying to talk people into building that. If you don't want the 3-car tandem, you can add a media room. It is one of their newer plans and I love it. So, but they have one on inventory, $589. And again, you take that $589 and you compare it with that. Wait. I think this is FHA. I think this is conventional. We'll get it squared away. Listen, Jared and their team over at the Lending are some of the best I've ever worked with. And again, if you're gonna buy a pace setter home, why not do it with the person who sells more pace setter homes than any other person in DFW? And do it with somebody who lived in a pace setter home, who owns a pace setter home. Wait, where'd you go? Come here. Let me go show you the map and then we'll wrap this thing up. So walk back over here. Again, fake garage, office. So look, here's what you got available. So we got a couple options there, like so. And then a handful of options left over on this side. So Meadow Run could be the place for you. Pacesetter also does these really cool, can I show you this like brilliant smart switch? Nobody else installs these. You can get them third party. They're great for like tying into your cameras, controlling your Spotify, using them as a home intercom. They give you one, you can add some more. Like no other builder's doing that. I love just their little touches for smart homes. So Meadow Run in Melissa. Again, this could be your house. Well, not this one, but you get the idea. I need you to call me. We need to make this happen for you. And if you're like, Zach, Melissa's too far. We want to go to Waxahachie. Absolutely. Let's go. Hey, we want to go to Rockwall. I'm all in. We want to go to Justin. Let's go. Here to help however we can. Let me know if you have questions. We will see you in our next video. Bye.